What is a dividend? How to get a dividend? Have you ever thought same? If yes, today I'll solve all your doubts. Hello, I'm Abhishek Sood from Brainvibe. Today I welcome you all to our topic everything on dividends. Now, what is a dividend? Let us understand this with an example. For example, a business makes profit. Now, these profits is sometimes shared with the employees in the term of salaries or some bonuses in their salaries. Sometimes this dividend is shared like it is like invested in the growth of the company, but sometimes it is given to the owner of the company as a reward. So, to the listed companies, who is the owner? Yes, the shareholders are the owner of this company, and when this bonus is divided between the shareholders, this is called dividend. Now, we need to find which companies gives dividend. We can find this by looking to their past performances, like in the fundamental data. We can see which company has given dividend in the past years, and like how to find how much dividend a company gives. Like there is the fundamental ratio in the fundamental data of a company, that is called dividend yield. Dividend yield is dividend given past year upon the price of the share. So companies with higher dividend yield will give you higher dividend as compared to the companies with lower dividend yield. Now we need to understand that not all companies give dividend. There are some companies which give regular dividends. There are some companies which sometimes give special dividend, and sometimes depends on the management of the company, while there are some companies which don't give no dividend. So this was all about dividend, but how to get dividend? Let's understand that too. For this, I need to take an example of Manu and Ishika. For example, on 1st of March, they decided to Manu decided to buy the shares of XYZ company, and Ishika decided to sell shares of XYZ company. Now, how will this transaction lead? Manu will place an order to buy, for example, 100 shares of XYZ company, and Ishika will place order to sell 100 shares of this company, XYZ company. Now, what will happen? The broker will accept their orders. Ishika's broker will also accept these orders. Now, these will exchange these orders, and the transaction will take place. Now, during the market hours, there are like billion, million, trillions of transactions during the market hours. So it is not possible to shift the shares from Ishika's account to the Manu's account, or from the seller's account to the buyer's account immediately while doing this. So how this process leads? So this is like first of all, Ishika's broker will check whether the Ishika holds these shares, the shares which she has sold. So like firstly, like broker will check these Ishika's Demat account. Then both the brokers will approach towards stock exchange. It might be National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, or even any stock exchange where the transaction has happened. Now stock exchange will approve this transaction, and the shares will be debited from Ishika's account and will travel directly to the Manu's Demat account. Now this process requires 2 days. The day on which transaction is happened is called T day. The day at which the broker and the second broker they approach towards stock exchange, it is called T+1 day. And the day at which the shares travel from Ishika's Demat account to the Manu's Demat account, it is called T+2 day. So the shares bought on T day will get in a Demat account on T+2 day. Now this is a concept to understand how to get dividends. Let's move ahead. Now there is an important concept that the stock prices fell after the X record date. So why does it happen so? So because on X record date there is a demand in shares to get dividend, while this demand vanishes next day, because the person who will buy the shares on the next day of X record date will not get dividend. So it gets back to its original price. Well, some people say so that the share was trading at a premium price, and after paying out of the dividend it gets back to its original price. Meanwhile, some say that earlier it was the original price and afterward it trades in discount. So both the facts are justified by the market. It's our perception how we say it. So who will be eligible to get dividends? The person who holds the shares in his Demat account. That is the owner of the shares and the company, as he is the shareholder. So let us understand this also with an example. For example, I am a single person is the management of a company. I announced the dividend of 10 rupees per share on the company that Manu bought and Ishika sold, XYZ company. I announced this dividend on 1st of February. So this date will be called announcement date. Now what I'll say, like my statement would be, the people who are the owner of this company on 20th of February will get dividend. Now I have set the date 20th February. Now this date will be termed as record date, because I have told like you need to buy these shares, like you need to have these shares in your Demat account on 20th of February to get dividend. Now applying T plus 2 day concept here. Now when we need to buy, like when Manu needs to buy the shares, if the record date is 20th February, Manu need to buy these shares on 18th of February, because 18th will be the transaction day, the T day, 19th will be the T plus 1 day, and 20th will be the T plus 2 day. So on 20th day, Manu will be having the shares in his Demat account, and only then he will get the dividend. So let me ask you one question. Like if Manu place order on 17th and the transaction happens on 17th, will Manu get the dividend? Yes, Manu will get the dividend. But if like we have talked about 18, like let's talk. If Manu buys shares on 18th, will he get dividend? Yes, because it is 2 days earlier. But if Manu plays this transaction on 19th of February, will he get dividend? No, he will not get dividend. So who will get the dividend? Ishika will get the dividend, who sold the shares to Manu on 19th. Though the record date was till 20th of February and Ishika sold these shares on 19th, still she will get the dividend, because shares will be debited on 21st of February. So this is the concept, like how to apply for these dividends on the correct date. Now one important thing, the 18th of March, that is 2 days earlier, 18th of February, that is 2 days earlier from the 20th of February, is called X record date, and the date on which the dividend will be paid to the shareholders is called payout date. So this was all about today's video. I hope you have learned something. If you have, do like this video and share this with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to Brainvibe and press the bell icon. If you think opening Demat account is a tedious job, you don't need to worry. We, the team of Brainvibe, will help you in opening your Demat account. The links are below in description. Do try our financial tracking app. The financial tracking is one of the most important thing in these days. You can download the app from the link given below in description. Thank you.